Hi guys, we are here in sunny San Diego, and not even the rain is gonna stop us from starting a new garage conversion right here in Chula Vista. It's going to be a one bedroom, one bath, 330 square feet garage conversion, and right here on the side we have a 40 square foot addition where it's going to be a laundry and a bedroom. Today is day number 3. They already dig all the trenches for the foundation, break all the concrete for the new underground. So all that is completely done, trenches for foundation and underground. And today all the underground is being installed. Right here are the main line, the 3-inch main line. Right here we have our sink for the kitchen. And right here is almost done the sink for the new bathroom. Right there we have the toilet, a 4-inch toilet, and we just need to do the drainage. They have it right there on the hands, the drainage for the new shower. We are almost ready for inspection for Monday. Today is Friday. It's around 2 o'clock, so they will be ready for inspection on Monday. Today is day number 4 right here in our garage conversion, and let me explain you exactly what happened today. Right now, my guys are taking a lunch. It's noon on Saturday. We're skipping a little bit on the process, so because of the rain, they miss a couple days, and they asked me if they could come right now on Saturday to get one more day, and so they can get their money to their families. So that's why I agree. So for all you guys out there seeing the video, everybody that knows construction, they're gonna tell me that this is not done correctly, of course, and I understand that. Usually on a typical progress of a construction, we need to pass foundation, and then we fill the trenches, then we do the foundation and pour concrete. And this is not a typical step-by-step progress, but there's some situations where we need to do things differently. So day 4, we're doing some framing. We have a double wall right here that needs to be built because of the fire rated situation between that room that we're adding on the far side is going to be part of the existing home. So whenever you have two units together, you need to do a firewall. So that's building, and plus we need it as well for all our. It's gonna be our plumbing wall. So that's it. They're gonna do right here. They're gonna start opening the windows that we have, and they are going to level the roofing right here. So the ceiling on this side. Right now we have a pitch. If you notice right here in this end, we have 3 plates. Right here we have 2 plates. That's the pitch that has for the roof. And of course on the inside ceiling, we need it to be flat, or we want it to be flat, right? So they're gonna flatten it right now. Day number 5, let me show you what we're doing today. So the inspector came this morning to check our main line, that all the underground was done properly, and we have our inspection pass, so we can continue forming the foundation and then calling back for inspection for the rebar and then pouring concrete. So we are on track for now. You can see already right here some of the framing has been done right here, so you can see more or less how this is gonna look. We have our framing for the bathroom right here, door to enter the bathroom. Right there we're gonna have our shower, toilet, and sink, and then just a little closet right here on this side, and this is going to become what is going to be the bedroom per se. No door, it's going to be open, but it's going to be, that closet is gonna give us a little bit of privacy. Whenever you enter right here, you're gonna have the living room on this left side, and the kitchenette right here along this wall. And again, that's gonna give us a little bit of privacy. So this is the end of day number 7, and we have everything ready for pouring concrete tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna pour concrete at 1 o'clock. The truck's already they already set up. Today we already have the forms right here for the foundation on the front entrance. All our reinforcement right here on the trenches are done, and our second foundation right here for the addition is done. We need to put the hold down still. They are right here. Tomorrow, before they start pouring, they're gonna install them. I need my framer to be here in the morning just to make sure, double check that he has them on the correct spots. But other than that, everything is ready. Again, I wanted to show you, brag a little bit right here. We have our inspection done right there, and ready to pour. All the concrete right here for our underground is done already. Right there we have our anchor for the hold downs. For those 4 that you see right there, one of them is a little heighted right there, but is one for the hold down, one for the bottom plate. Same thing, one for the hold down, one for the bottom plate. Those 4 we need to have a special inspection, and that's going to be actually written on the plans. And what it means, we're gonna have to find a third-party inspection so he can certify that those were installed properly. The properly way to install them, you come and do a hole with a 3/4 inch bit, deep enough depending on what the plan says. In this case, what were 8 inches of depth. So you make the hole first, then you need to make sure that everything is super clean inside, free of dust, so that you can do it with a vacuum cleaner or with a compressor, injecting air into it. So you make sure that everything is out, and then you scrape it a little bit, so again all the dust is out of the hole. Then you inject epoxy. That process that I'm telling you about, the cleaning and the injecting of the epoxy, need to be in front of your inspector so he can actually see that you're doing the right process. After that, you submerge the anchor and leave it like it is, so it dries properly. Then you're gonna get a inspection report from your third-party inspector, and you need to show it to your city inspector whenever required. Right, so that's the only different thing. All the rebar, you already saw it, how is the per plans, how we install it, and that's it. Day number 9 right here in our garage conversion in Chula Vista. Today the plumber is here, and he is doing all the tap out, all the drainage above the underground, above the floor. Right here we have our kitchen sink. It's going to be right here. We have a cleanup right there underneath, and our ventilation all the way to the roof right there. So this is done completely. And then right here on the bathroom, we are going to have a sink right here, same thing with the vent all the way to the top already. And we have the ventilation for the toilet right here, and a ventilation for the shower going to the roof as well. And right there we have the drainage for the shower and our toilet right there. On the other side, he's still working on installing the drainage for the washer right here. So this hookup is going to be right here, facing the other way right there, right? So we have the shower on the other side. Right now as we speak, he's working on doing the shower valve right here, 16 inches away from the wall, because we need to clear at least 30 inches of diameter on the shower. That's per code. And after the hardy backer and the tile, we have at least 1 inch on each side, so we always do it at 32, 33 inches inside the shower with our rough. So that's what he's doing right now. And my AC guy just left the perimeter. He came and check all the material that he will need for tomorrow. And so tomorrow he's gonna run his line set and do all the rough for the AC. So we're moving along pretty well. Run all the line set right here. So our unit on the inside is going to be here, our controller of the mini split. So we have right there the copper line and the electrical line. We have the drainage right there, and all the way here to the back we're gonna have the unit on the other side, the compressor. So that's done. He came and ran the duct for the bar fan, the extractor right here on the bathroom. Right there is going to be our exhaust for the kitchen hood. And that's basically it as far as the AC on this unit. And the plumbers are working on their hot and cold supply lines. So kitchen sink right here, hot and cold water. Gonna run it right there. Everything comes on 3/4, then it comes down on 1/2 inch. 3/4 from all the way from the top, and then all the splice on 1/2 inch. Today is day number 12. To this point, the AC is done completely. My plumbing is done completely. The only thing they might need to strap the pipes a little bit better. And I see a little bit of the hot pipe still need to be wrapped with the foam right there. Most of it is right here wrapped, but there's still some portions that is not. And again, sometimes I like this to be a little better strap. So I'm gonna tell them to put a 2x right here and strap it correctly. Other than that, everything seems to be fine. Those pipes that were on the secondary wall right here, they are inside already, right here. The hot and the cold water right there. So that's done. My gas for the dryer is already here. It used to be right there on the very end. So that's correct. I have my pipe for the dryer right here. And that's it. My electrician hasn't come. He should be here in the next, not tomorrow, but probably on Monday, because my framer hasn't finished. He still needs to fert this wall and this wall and a couple things. I guess my framer needs to be here tomorrow and finish a couple details that I have seen so far. This is the secondary bedroom that we extend. If you remember, it used to be right here, the home. We add this 40 square feet. We're gonna have to, or we did add this beam per the engineer, and he needs to have, my framer still needs to put the 4x4 right there. And right here, because of the way that the roof used to be, or that it is on the exterior, we're gonna have to go with this level and create a soffit. I'm not necessarily fan of that way of getting this problem resolved, but again, this beam needs to be there anyway, and we're gonna have to follow that same level. So that's it. Sometimes you need to do whatever you need to do right here because you're retrofitting with the old structure, and in this case we are not going to remove or do anything to the roof. So that's the best that we could. Right here we have the door for the laundry, and right here is going to be the laundry. These two equipments are going to be on that wall. You can see right there all the hookups for the washer, and the dryer is going to be on the right. Right here we're gonna have a pantry, and then a cabinet right there on the left of the pantry. So that's pretty much it right here. Today is day number 13. So today they fur out all the walls. They finished furring it out. And on the garage, all the garages, is very common that we need to do that because usually the foundation, the stem wall right here on the foundation is going to be at least 6 inches. And most of the garage are framed with 2x4s. So we need to put another layer, 1.5 inch to 2 inches of wall right here so we can bump. And whenever we put the drywall, you don't have that step that it looks very ugly. You want to see the drywall all the way to the bottom and then your baseboard. So they already finished all that. My ceilings are level now and my plumbing is done. My AC is done, and right here on this side of the bedroom, my beam is already in place right here completely with my two 4x4s on each side. And we still missing the soffit that I mentioned yesterday right here. They didn't have enough time, and this is all what's going on right here. You can see the roofing coming down and on a different angles. And because in this case the homeowner didn't want to mess with the roof for obvious reasons that are it wouldn't be very much cost effective, then we needed to do this detail, and we still need to do a soffit right here so it doesn't look, so you don't see all this and it doesn't look bad. We are ready for the electrician. The electrician is gonna come tomorrow, and we will run our electrical probably 2 days at most, and then we will be ready for our MEP inspection. We are not going to be ready with our windows because they are back order, but what's gonna happen is most likely the inspector is gonna allow us to continue in the inside, and he's going to put a note that he's not gonna pass the shear walls until we have the windows installed, which is okay with us. Of course, he needs to see that everything is properly installed for the windows before we keep continuing with the stucco. But at the meantime, we can continue on the inside. So between yesterday and today, we have done whatever was left, that is the electrical. So they are running all the home runs from the sub panel right here. We have already all the home runs to a dedicated unit, or either the GFIs right there for the counter, or the garbage disposal, the refrigerator. Everything is as we speak is around 80% done. The electrician is working right now, and he should be done by the end of the day, probably, if not a couple hours tomorrow. Our opening for the windows are finished. We will install the windows tomorrow. We already got them. Remember that you need to have the windows installed. If not, you're not gonna get the clearance for the shear, and you're not gonna be able to continue with the stucco. Same thing right here. If our MEPs are not completely inspected, that's electrical, plumbing, and AC, you cannot continue with the insulation. So that's our next important inspection. After that, we need to call for an inspection for the drywall, and that's it. That's the last inspection before final. So far, we have windows, doors installed right here on the outside. The proper waterproofing right here with this horizontal beam first, then the laterals, then we install the window on top of these flashings, and the top flashing is going to be last, so it's watertight. We're still missing a piece of waterproofing right there. The inspector tomorrow is gonna want to see waterproofing outside, and waterproofing right here on the door, an overlap right here. So as far as the framing, everything is completely done. All our soffits, if you remember a couple days ago, we still needed to finish right here in this bedroom our soffit, and we needed, like I told you a couple videos ago, we needed to do a drop right here on that area because of the beam right here. A lot of things were going on right here. A lot of the roof was going on different directions, different levels. So this was the best that we could do. Right here we're gonna have our laundry, as you can see, already plumb, and we already have the electrical for the washer and dryer right here. We already have the gas right on the corner, and our drainage and water supply. Tomorrow, before the inspection, of course, in the morning, my plumber needs to come and fill our pipes again, fill all the vents. The inspector is gonna come, he's gonna touch it a little bit, make sure that everything is filled and that we don't have any leaks on any of the joints. And that's pretty much the inspection as far as the plumbing. And as far as the electrical, we already have all our home runs and our main supply from the meter to the sub meter. All the lights, all the smokies are in, and again, we are 99% ready for the inspection. We are getting ready for the inspection. It's about 1 o'clock. He's supposed to be here between 1 and 3. And the plumber is filling out the pipes so he can check on the top out. Everything else is done. Let me show you what I mean by that. My plumber is filling out the whole system right here from one of the vents, and everything should be filled. Same thing, same concept. The inspector is gonna come. He's going to see that all the joints are dry, that we don't have any kind of leaks, and that's the way that he inspected. So right now we have everything capped, and if you feel it, everything is filled right here. You can feel that it's solid, not like all clumsy. He's gonna come and he's gonna check things like this. This cup is bubbly, so that means that it's under pressure, and he can see right there that is water. And he'll come and check all my joints, everything is dry, and he will pass our system. So we're done right here. The inspector just left, and we have our signature right here on the bottom. So we're gonna continue with the exterior. We need to show him that we have our firewall between the existing home, the new addition, and the garage conversion. We need to go all the way to the ceiling, so we're gonna do that portion first, and he is gonna come back, check that we have it the firewall all the way to the ceiling, and then we're gonna be continuing on the inside. So that's gonna be done in the next day or so. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. You're gonna see wrap building in the next day or two. Hi guys, Elias here with DG Construction, and we are at the garage conversion right here in Chula Vista, day number 19. So everything is ready. Today we did have inspection. I'm gonna show you the cart in a little bit, and the inspector came and checked all the paper and lap right here on the exterior, here in the front and on the back, and he gave us the okay on all the MMPs, the MEPs, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So we are ready to start the next inspection that we are doing. We're gonna have to install channels right here for our drywall. This is gonna be very good information that I'll give you next couple days, where we are building a firewall right here in every wall or every ceiling that is joining with another structure, meaning this is going to be the ADU, and right there is going to be the existing home. We need to build a firewall in between. So that's why we needed to do right there the fire foam on all the holes right there on the top plate. And this is different. This doesn't have to be fire rated, that foam, that yellow foam. So that's the difference. And again, we're gonna have to build a structure, a metal structure, then one layer of drywall on this side, and 2 layers of drywall on the other side. So this is the way that in this case the engineers, Title 24 or whoever decide to do that firewall, that's the design of it. So I'll show you in a couple days. Tomorrow we are going to have, oh, that's nice, they already installed my washer and dryer, because my clients were asking to it was very uncomfortable for them not to have the washer and dryer, so temporarily we install them for them. Tomorrow we're gonna have our stucco guy right here doing the first coat, the scratch, and we will have the roofer doing all the patching for our vents, and he's gonna do a small patch of a leak that my client used to have right there on the middle of that room. So he's gonna fix those things tomorrow, and after that, like I said, we're gonna do this firewall because the inspector wants to come and see the railing, the channels, I'm sorry, and then we are okay to start insulating and drywalling the whole thing. And that's going to be after that is going to be the fun stuff, where you start seeing all the beautiful finishes on the inside. Let's climb to the roof. The roofer is working on a previous leak that was right here on the existing roof, and patching our vents that we did for the new construction. So right here, this roof torch down is not very well glued to the paper, and we did have a little bit of water intrusion in the ceiling right there on the whole room was getting damaged. Same thing with the reach cups right here, they're not well installed, and we are going to fix them for the homeowner, so we don't have any problems. Like if you can see, they're not even straight right here. But anyway, those are things that happens, and if we see them, we need to tell the homeowner what's going on. Plus, it was very obvious underneath that we did have a leak, and this is what we're doing right here as far as our contract with the homeowner. We did have the ventilation for the kitchen right here, the hood for the stove, another vent for the toilet, and I'm sorry, right there for the toilet and shower, and right here for the sink. So we are getting those done. Right there we have the exhaust for the shower. I'm sorry, for the exhaust fan on right there on the bathroom. We're fixing all those 6 intrusions that we did, and that's it. Right here on the roofing, that's what we're doing. This is the torch that we're using, like you see right there. That's the reason why it's called torch, right? Is melted, the tart is melted with the actually with a torch hot fire, and it's melted and glued to the existing material right there. And we're waiting for our stucco guy so he can do the scratch and brown on the exterior. This is how it's looking at the end of the day. Everything clean, all the scratch and brown done already. And we're moving forward. We just got done with the drywall, and we are preparing the shower enclosure so we can have our last inspection before final. Like I said, we are working on the preparation of the shower walls right here. The shower pan is done. We're gonna call the inspector so he can see our screws right here on the drywall. He needs to see that we waterproof everything correctly with RedGuard, and he's gonna check our shower pan that doesn't have any kind of leaks. After that, we are done with inspections until final, and we can continue with all the finishes.